He said, you see, just give us a real shit. Make some shit about it. The only no one was clear. So that is he could come up to my reader damage. On the back was every day son. And even though I looked at like she told me not to one. Say what to do off in the words and say my understand. So when they came down to my next was like fuck. Boys, I made my first mistake. So when they're running with them checks around and taking weight. Trying to get a tape so I can fast like my big home in him. See the fucking tracks and keep it cut so like I'm soldier slim. Nigga, keep your hands and you my nigga, you my nigga. Your friends trying to keep me bleeding. So I've been breathing. This shit make a home and hit them. Take it like that. I can't believe how we came down. Said I would get that thing before they came down. Try to be my boys to the same thing. Cut that off, DJ. Cut it off. Boss lady. How you doing tonight?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good. I guess the DJ felt like, hold on, let me unpin it. I guess since Pitt started, first and foremost, rest in peace to Pitt. Know what I'm talking about? Legendary artist here from Jacksonville, Florida. You feel me? But the way Pitt started that song there, oh, the only daddy that I know was my stepdaddy. And since we're talking about Step Parents Part 2, I guess DJ felt like that was the right thing to play. Deatra, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing tonight, Deatra? Hey, Deatra, prayers to the family as well. Prayers to the family as well. Boss lady, any notes, any church notes we need to go over? You know what I'm saying? You already said you're doing good tonight. Now I'm talking about that. Yep. You feel?
Yes, I had to turn the volume up so I could hear you. Notes. Every Wednesday, 7:45 live.
Yeah.
We right here. If y'all have any topics that you want to hear discussed or you want to discuss, you're curious about, inbox one of us.
What it do?
As long as it's within reason, we can certainly get that
Becca,
on the books.
Becca say, I figured it out, y'all. Oh, she figured it out. That's what's happening.
She couldn't send us stars last week, and she was really upset.
I saw she had said it in the comments. She was like, I was like, I don't know, maybe they stopping them out. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, but we appreciate that. We appreciate that, Becca, and everything that you do. Oh, she in the comment. Hey, Angela, we appreciate that. Man, for everybody who be checking in that be at work.
Yeah.
All y'all who be at work, like how Angela just said, and y'all in the corner somewhere, and y'all looking at, put it on the wall. That's what's up, man. We appreciate that, man. That's what's happening. Y'all understand, like, real talk for real. Know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. You feel me? Hey, also, WALLTime told me, I don't know if they told you, but they do have a month for all the ones who done been hitting up and they ready to sip they coffee or wine and everything, feeling good, feeling fine with the boss lady K Monet. They told me that our summer months are June, July, and August, and she's coming this summer. And they say that y'all shooting for August. You know what I'm talking about? Like, is it you left that out? You weren't gonna tell me? Like, the people had to tell me?
I thought me and you discussed this. Was it one of those times you were?
I ain't talking to you in a couple days, man. You ain't
We talked today.
Yeah, but other than talking earlier today, we ain't
talked about that the other day.
No, you just called me.
No,
like, hey,
you don't remember. We definitely talked about it.
No, we didn't. It's all great, but I don't want to get fired. I don't want to get fined. So I ain't finna go into that too much. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, August, man, sipping with boss lady came on Nate. You feel me? Coffee or wine. It's summertime, latest time. Y'all feeling fine. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get to chime in, but it's for everybody. The men, like we always say, man, we bring out liquor. I drink Hennessy. Straight. Yeah, but
It's for the ladies.
we
The fellas can
huh?
listen and learn as well. Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got some
we can.
stuff to say to y'all.
You feel me?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
give y'all some game because y'all out here crashing
Give us
out real
game.
bad. Yeah,
Oh my land.
because
Mm.
y'all don't that ain't the topic for tonight, but yeah.
Ooh wee.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, that might have
Teach
just
y'all how
hey,
to
that
treat
might have
us ladies so that y'all can get the proper treatment in return.
that might have just gave me an idea. But anywho, y'all know what we here for. I see y'all checking in already. Hey man, y'all know the time for the step parent part 2. And throughout the night, I would like for the ones that chimed in, I keep forgetting to tag us. Hey, tag Faith. Damn, I meant to
Faith,
tag her. Faith
Faith.
McCray. Yes, I meant to tag her.
All right, I'm
For
doing
like the ones who chimed in on part 1, and y'all came in on part 1, standing on business, talking and stuff. You know, I would love for y'all to come on here on part 2, man. I want to see if situations got better for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. God dang, I don't know how I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Also, yeah, like Big Baby just said, match my grind. Know what I'm saying? Match my grind. That's right. My bad, Mr. Cuban. This summer, match my grind pool party. For y'all who
Uh-oh.
don't know, and better yet, you know, hold up. Y'all know we blowing up cut.
Hey, Shamika. Hey, Loretta. It's a few other names I missed earlier. And Mr. Where your brother went?
Just because we wearing navy blue tonight, you did. Just because we wearing navy blue tonight, you did. Match my grind, man. Huh? If y'all go on YouTube and see our previous episodes, y'all will see. You know what I'm saying? Well, we had the clothing line up there. MMG, you see the gorilla. You feel me? Nigga, match my grind clothing. Big pool party this summer. Got my navy blue outfit on. You feel me? Also got the women's clothing. Y'all feel me? So y'all gonna get y'all some MMG and dress like us. You feel me? Like, yeah.
Got Mama on. Hey, Mom.
Hey there. Definitely got to hear from the great Miss Lisa Thompson. She stood on business last time when we was discussing the step here. So, put it up, boss lady.
Put it up.
All right. Woo, that's a lot of them.
People, you got something you need to say? Tracy, hello. Yes.
Too. I don't like that.
Hey, Vic, you gotta let them know that the ladies wear MMG right now.
Huh?
The ladies wear MMG. Ladies.
I said that.
Okay,
I said that. I said you also got women's women's clothes line. But I thank you for re-indicating it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. Y'all said it again.
Reiterate.
Reiterating, re-indicating, redirecting, whatever. Like, y'all know I'm Southern country and Geechee. I'm like my big brother what that say Duvalin. You feel me? Like,
Duvalin,
yeah.
yes.
Right. So the step parent part 2. Part 1, we had a lot of opinions, a lot of debates, a lot of things that went along with being a step parent. You know, some men was checking in about their situations. Women was checking in. Some of them was like, hey, it's kind of hard for, you know what I'm saying? What it do, Mr. Sherman? What's head?
Mr. Your mama said, can you get out of the camera smoking? I think the smoke is bothering her.
Where are we from? Where
are you
are
from?
y'all from? Where I'm from? I'm from Duval, Jasonville, Florida, 904, the north side, 32209, originally. You feel me? Zone 5. But the way they breaking it down now, they trying to turn it into a zone 1. Huh? They're crazy. But You feel me? But yeah, I'm from Jacksonville, them Jaguar. Go Jaguar. You feel me?
That war?
Huh?
That was your Jaguar war? Roar?
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
what it do, Miss Walker? But the step parent part one, it was real intriguing. So at this time, you know, part two, boss lady, if I could start with you, you know, because you had some things you were saying in part one that you was kind of like, she's on camera, yeah, on camera, the Jaguar roar. You know, in part one, you were saying some things that, you know, you was gonna try to get adjusted to, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't, you know what I'm saying, like it was something new for you, but like you said, you approve of the stepmother that's there, you know what I'm saying, like, you feel me, like, Lisa Rose, I'm glad to see that you on here. I would love, like I say, everybody that was on part one, I would love for them to chime in again and just say something. But boss lady, I'm gonna start with you, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, your volume went out, like,
Tell her to do the swipe.
there it is.
Alarm went off. Sorry
Oh yeah,
about
the
that.
758 alarm. It is 758 too. She was trying to. That's what's up. Good job.
So with any new person involved in your life, especially if you have children, it makes for a very sensitive situation. I'll say that. So I'm gonna speak from my experience with my children. They have a stepmother. You know, of course, you know, some people know my story. When she became a part of their life, I was away.
Right.
So of course, being away, that makes it even more like, who is this around my child? Like, can I trust her? What's she doing to my children? But from the time I was away until now, like my
That's
children
good.
has never said anything negative about her, like none whatsoever. So my situation is it's a very good situation. I'm blessed. That's all I can say. Because Lord knows, you know, I'll go and smile in my mugshot about my babies. Um, but that's not the case, and I'm so grateful for that. But it takes a special person to accept somebody else's children as their own.
Correct.
And how many people can really do that?
Correct.
Honestly, you know, you love this man or you love this woman, but these kids come with issues. And I was away, so this lady had to deal with attitude from my daughter, who can't explain why she got an attitude, but it's probably because she missed her mama. Not saying that you aren't a good parent or good to her, but like, it's a lot to deal with. And you know, it could turn out to be a bad situation. So like, the question is like, how many people can really sit down and say, okay, yeah, I love this man, I love this woman, but are you gonna love that person's children as well?
Right.
Like, and it takes, you know, that's something you have to think about when you're dating, when you planning to be with somebody for a while. Because you know, people come with baggage, and when I say baggage, it's not always a bad thing. So you have to accept that person and their children. And not only do you have to accept the children, you got to accept the children mama or the children daddy. That right there, that also plays a part, you know,
Correct.
in the relationship too. So
So, so I got a quick question, boss lady, for you. I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize. So you telling me in that situation, you absolutely have to accept the baby mama or baby daddy?
when I say accept, um, that comes with the territory. It comes with the person. So, you know, ideally, I'm gonna say this in my situation, my children's stepmother, we get along fine. I would much rather talk to her than talk to their daddy. Like, when I see her, I hug her, I greet her, like, you know. So it could have been a situation where I'm the baby mama and I want to come in and beat on my chest and, hey, you ain't gonna do this or you ain't gonna do that, or don't have this person around my kids. Like, and then she got to deal, you know, when she with my baby daddy, she got to figure out, well, am I gonna be able to deal with your baby mama? Like, that's something you got to think about, these things when you get in a relationship.
Right.
Did that
I
answer
see
your
somebody.
question, Tivo?
I
I,
guess.
I'm gonna pin this comment because I want to touch on her comment. But and as well, like last time, as we were saying, you know, with me, with my oldest, she has a stepfather, and you know what I'm saying. And like I said, me and him, we have a beautiful relationship. And I like we said before, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, they don't be with the, oh, don't call them mama, don't call them daddy, and all that there. You know, like I ain't hard up on all that. All that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, that man doesn't discuss that. Because at the end of the day, when she's with me, she's under my roof. When she's with them, she's under their roof. You know what I'm saying? And rulings. At the end of the day, she know who her biological father is. She know who her, you know what I'm saying, stepfather is, you know, and we both do an amazing, excellent job with raising and taking care of her.
Co-parenting.
Co-parenting. You're right, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But I see Miss now listen, I will mess up a name.
Cherie Lene.
Sherry, is Cherie
Jerry
Langy?
the two.
Yeah,
Lene.
Lene. Yeah, my bad. So she say I'm late. When does that matter? What is she referring to, Miss Cherie? What are you referring to? When does what matter? The step parenting, or the respecting of the call of the step parent? Like, you know what I'm saying? What part are you referring to? When does
And what
that matter?
people also have to realize, when you have children, that man gonna have to have conversations with his baby mama. That woman gonna have to have conversations with the baby daddy. As long as we are respectful of our relationship and they discussing the child and the well-being of the child, and nobody's disrespecting the significant other, like, we gotta stop being so childish and petty.
Right.
And come on, let's co-parent. It's in what's in the best interest of the child. But sometimes people don't know how to put aside their petty and childish ways. Sometimes it's jealousy, and then that falls back on the individual that you with. Also, the individual that you with, are they making you feel secure, or are they playing these little games and you think, well, is it something with the baby mama, or is it something with the baby daddy? That plays a major part in it also. So you have to see how your significant other is handling the situation when it comes to that.
King, and we talked about that. We talked about that on the last. And Miss Sherry, I just saw Mark Cuban say, "Bring you on." Miss Sherry, I'm gonna send you an invite. Would you like to come on so you can I'm gonna ask you to join so you can elaborate on what you're asking. Also, King, I like that you say discipline, right? When the discipline plays a role, ah, ah. You know what I'm saying? Cherie, she declined and joined. Miss Cherie, could you break down exactly what you're saying? The masses want you to come on so you can stand on business.
Even if you
And
don't come on with the camera, you can just come on
you
with
can
your
have your
voice. You don't
camera
have
off.
to.
We give you an option. You can cover up your face. You know what I'm saying? Brimlow, all I can see is the flow. Let go. You feel me?
So the discipline part, I
And then
feel like that
anytime
needs.
anybody, not to overtalk my ball lady, but if anybody want to join in, y'all know, send your thing. Send your request. Hey,
Right.
man, y'all know we raw and uncut, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll put you on.
Is it a time
Discipline.
things we discussing?
What you said?
Is it a time frame sending these things? As far as
Good question.
being labeled as a step parent, because most times you be labeled that before you're married. I know that really comes
Right.
with marriage, but most times you label that before
Yeah,
marriage.
nowadays a lot of people they just smacking it and slapping it and hitting it and quitting it. You
So
feel me?
my
They don't even care
opinion of
about the
that,
kids.
I think in some situations, you can't tell people how to be, but I'm not going to introduce my kids to every guy that I talk to, or, you know what I'm saying? It has to be a serious relationship, and I see a future with this individual before I'm going to introduce my children to them. So yeah, we get the label step parent before there's an actual marriage. So, but before we get on that,
So
I keep
should be only introduced to somebody you feel you may have a future with, you see some potential in them, or they just meet anybody.
no. That's what I just said. Me personally,
How would you
and
feel
not me
about what?
personally, my advice to anybody, because sometimes we have these people we talk to for a couple weeks, and then, like, if you only talking to the person a couple weeks, like, don't bring your kids around that person. Like, don't.
Right.
Like, it needs to be a real investment. I see a future with this person. Like,
Right.
okay, we making future plans, You know, so like if it's just, and you know, some people do fall in love in 2 weeks, but give it some time, people. give it a little more than the 2 weeks. You know, make sure you're really in love after week 4, because you know you be in love the first 2 weeks, but them second 2 weeks you start to see some other stuff.
I'm gonna say this. What's the?
And we didn't talk about Akeem comment.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say this with King comment. As far as the discipline part, especially if y'all married, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and you got them stepkids, women, men, hey, y'all can't be hard up on that, like, can't discipline the stepkid. Like Miss Faith McCray said on episode 1, and I love that. Like how she was saying, she was like, you know, ain't now child gonna be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, in her home. Like, and she don't care who it belongs to, from hers to the other persons. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real, because we have a lot of, and not to bash the women, but we have a lot of mothers, you know what I'm saying, that'll get with a guy. You know this guy the right guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't try to knock you off on the first night. You know what I'm saying? When he wanted to bring you something to eat, he asking you, have the kids ate? He want to bring the stepkids something to eat. He ain't doing like Buddy and just bringing his child a Happy Meal from McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? He bringing all of them a Happy Meal. You feel?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so now if y'all get married, dog, and this man taking care of you and yours, dog, and you know your child bad, bro, and this child done said something, and this man want to get his child a whooping, like, you got, baby, you better allow that. Like we done said on previous episodes, man, for the men that got daughters, we love our daughters to life. We can't raise them to be a woman. Women, hey, guess what? You can't raise this man to be no man. If your son step you right now and say, hey, mama, my right testicle hurt, you finna jump on Google, you finna call your brother, your uncle, your daddy. You can't tell him off top what it'll be. You don't have one. I'm sorry. Father's Day is this weekend. Women also, I know it's a lot of y'all that had children from some daddies that ain't doing nothing. Please don't put up here, oh, happy Father's Day to me. So now you got a dick. And I'm sorry for the ones who watch it. You know what I'm saying? And cut it out. Let's elevate the thinking, all right? So you can just sit there, you don't gotta say nothing. People know that you taking, you holding it down. Y'all had y'all day. But you still got some good fathers out here. You know what I'm saying? So let us enjoy our day. You feel me? Don't put us all in one basket. But as far as the discipline, Mr. Neal, like, yeah, we got to be able to let these people discipline, you know, if we're together. That's the difference. If we're together and we rocking out like that, now, you know what I'm saying? And don't let them just abuse your child now. Come on now, God damn, don't just be
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something about that. As far as discipline, that needs to be discussed between the adults first and foremost. First and foremost, like you and your significant other need to discuss this. If we've merged families and your kids are around me and my kids are around you, that's something we need to discuss. Me personally, my children's stepmama, like sometimes I have to tell, like, jack her up, because her attitude, you gotta jack her up. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not gonna touch nobody else's children, because that's a very touchy situation. I'm gonna let the parents, you know, whoever he is, like,
so, hey, boss, like, hey, lady need to join, dog. This lady go in the comment, like, Sherilyn, the country singer.
Yeah, I'm going to let the parent, you know, of course you're not going to let no child completely disrespect you, like, and not saying that I won't ever say something to the child, you know, but when it comes to the discipline part, I'm gonna let that biological parent handle the discipline part, because that's just a sticky situation, and it's a very sticky situation. And I saw somewhere in the comments somebody said the child play both sides. That is very true. Children do play both sides, and I'm gonna use my example. I'm pretty transparent. My daughter loves me to death. She loves her stepmama to death.
Love you to life. She love you to life.
When she with me, and like she on the phone with her stepmama, and her stepmama get off the phone and be like, I love you, she's apprehensive about saying it back. And then when she's with them and I'm like, I love you, she was, I'm gonna say, apprehensive about saying it back. So I sat her down and I said, listen, baby, I'm your mama. She's your stepmama. It's okay. We both love you and you love both of us. It's okay. for you to love us both and tell us that. You know what I'm saying? So it takes some real mature grown people
Right.
to be
To
able to
handle,
do that.
right.
Right. So yes, sometimes children play both sides, and that's when the parents
They
got to
do.
step up and be a mature adult and see
Right.
through children's BS, because children have BS.
They do.
We love them, but they
They
be
do.
with the BS sometimes. We have
My
to see
son do
through
it
it.
all the time.
Yeah,
He'll
and we
do it
got to
all the
straighten
time.
the
He did what
child
he want.
too.
Right. Miss Sharia, what's happening? I see you talking about
Can y'all
it's okay
hear
if
me?
you approve it.
Yes,
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
all they come
yes.
stand on business, say what you want to say. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like,
No. So I just wanted to say that so I had a situation where my son was playing with lighters, right? And
you're a little fire
he
starter. Your son, he
yeah,
like fire. Okay.
right. So he was young. He's 17 now, but he was young at the
Mm-hmm.
time, and he was playing with lighters in the bathroom. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So he threw the I'm sorry.
You
I'm
okay?
sorry if
You
your
okay?
moms are
Be
on
you.
here.
Be you. This shit running. Be you. Be you. Be you.
Okay, so he threw like a lighter in the he lit something up. He threw it in the trash can. It didn't go away. So then he threw it in the garage. So then he lit the whole garage on fire. You know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying?
damn.
So at this time, I'm with another man that I had a daughter with. Our daughter was like 6 months at this time. I'm upstairs giving her a bath, and I didn't realize the fire was going on. So he could have set the entire house on fire. He could have killed all of us
Correct.
in a damn house.
Correct.
But because my younger son came and told me what was going on, and I ran downstairs and I saw what was going on. So my daughter's dad disciplined him for that.
Mm-hmm.
I was not mad at the fact that he disciplined him because we all could have been killed in that situation.
Correct.
So I'm not mad at that. And if anybody is mad at that, then that's ridiculous because
Correct. Correct.
he could have killed all of us.
Right.
Right.
Like
Right.
literally.
You
You know
wouldn't
what
be
I'm
on here
saying? But
right now to tell us
if
this.
I right, but if I'm dating somebody, I'm going to tell them about my children, you know what I'm saying? But I want respect across all boards. I don't disrespect any other parents. I have been a single parent, for a very long time, but I'm going to make sure that every parent feels respected. Even if you have not been there through everything that I've been there for,
Right.
I still want you to feel respected as a father.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you are the father.
Right. Right.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't want it to seem like, I'm just taking control over everything. I want you to feel like you're a part of everything, even if you don't, help with homework and all the extra little stuff. That is really big. It's really, really big, for the mamas. If we got to stay up late, we got to help them with homework. We got to do all this extra stuff. But at the end of the day, they still got another parent on the other side who may care for them, but can't care for them the same way that us mothers do, or single fathers may do for that child. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm never ever going to disrespect the other parents, whether they're there physically all the time or not. If
Okay.
Right.
that
So
makes sense.
it does, and I kind of see where you're going. I kind of see where you're going, and I won't say that I disagree. You know what I'm saying? I won't say that I disagree, but I want to try to get a clear understanding real quick.
Mhm.
So let's just use for an example, because it's like you say, it's approved, it's allowed if you approve it. Okay, so you don't want them, regardless if the other parent is 100% in his child life or not, but you don't want the individual to overstep the boundaries of the parent, of the other parent. So let's say you and a young man, let's just say y'all done been dating now for 6 years. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Y'all done got engaged. One of your children are, kind of being a little milder. All us done went through that as we done growed up. At
Right.
some point we
Right.
started getting a little milder. And he's deciding to discipline him, but yet, like you say, the father, he's still present. Is it something that you would say, like, let his daddy deal with it first, or let, you know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what you're saying, right?
Uh, no, not necessarily.
Okay.
So I will give the benefit of the doubt to daddy. So I will present this to daddy first.
Right.
I'm going to say this to daddy. Now, if it has to be something that was, immediate, like my situation was where the whole house could have been on fire or
Right.
whatever,
Right. Right.
you know what I'm saying? Then that's a different scenario. But if it's something that, we could talk about, then I'm going to try to run it by biological dad to
Okay.
see what it is that he would do. Even if you cannot be there at that particular moment, I want to see what it is that you would do.
Right.
Because I don't want to, we mamas, but that doesn't make us holders over the child, because the daddy
Right.
could have been the holder of the child, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only parent, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not the only one that's in control of you. I'm trying to worry about your well-being just as much as your daddy is, and maybe your daddy is not in that position to make sure that you have everything that you need, or that you're doing everything that you need to do. So I'm not going to downplay daddy because he's not where he wants to be, if he could be, for that child.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I think that I'm not going to say that. I think sometimes, when we have children, when women have children, our first take is, take Kayla and Nicole, for example, if that makes sense.
Okay.
She was married to this man. She had 2 babies. She literally said, because this man said, let me have the babies and I'll take care of them. And she's doing her extra stuff to do what she got to do. And people are criticizing her because she let that man take the kids. If
Right.
I could do it all over again, I would let my kids go with their daddy. You understand me?
Right.
Like, I
Correct.
can't do it by myself.
Correct.
Like,
Right.
Nobody can.
I don't want my kids to see me struggle. I don't want them to go through hardships and stuff. So if I could be the co-parent in the situation and just help out the primary parent, I would definitely take that step. Now, my kids are older now, but if I had the opportunity, I would. I would take it.
And
Uh,
nothing's wrong
Miss,
with that.
right, Mr. Johnson.
And
Glad that
girl,
you
I
came
would
on.
give
Mike
all the
Brown.
kids.
Mike Brown. I want to touch on Mike Brown. Comment and Miss Cherie. Am I pronouncing that right?
Cherie.
Cherie. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I will cut up a name like a ham
No,
on
that's all
Thanksgiving.
good. Everyone does it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mike Brown says some of y'all are okay with them taking care of your child, your kid, as long as that parent is doing it the way that you want them to do.
Not
You know what I'm saying?
true.
Now, is that right? And I'm gonna
No,
say this: I don't think that's right, because to an
I
extent,
don't.
each person, like the way I might take care of mine. I mean, I'm doing it. It might not be the way that you want it did, but that don't mean that the
When
child
I
ain't gonna
tell
take it
you,
care of.
I question every single day if I'm doing it right. Being a parent doesn't come with a manual.
Not at
Like, you don't get a
all.
manual
Not at
when
all.
you have a baby. You just kind of just got to take care of them, and you try to follow in your parents' footsteps, but then you kind of want them to be better than you. So
Right.
you try to turn things around, so you really don't necessarily want to do it the same way your parents did it, but you kind of want to instill those same goals in them. And
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, like, if I could push other goals, like, financial literacy, credit literacy,
Mm,
I did not
mm,
have that. I had no clue. You know what I'm saying? I did
right.
not have that when I was growing up. It was kind of like, my daddy, I lived with him when I was a teen, and it was just kind of like, you fall in love and you build your family, and then this is what happens. But I
Hold
would
on. Did I, you
rather
say you
teach.
say you say you left home when you were 10?
I didn't say that. Where you get that from?
Huh? Hold on. Like,
I didn't say that.
oh,
No.
I was gonna say, God dang.
No. Absolutely not. No. I did leave home as soon as I graduated. I got my own apartment. I had my own situation going on as soon as I became 18. But if I knew better, I would have done better. I
Right.
didn't know any better. All I knew was when I turned 18, get your own. That's what I knew.
Correct.
And so that's what I did. And I don't want my kids to follow them same footsteps because I'm going to be here when they're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I want to be here and I want to be able to help them be successful, not push them out when they turn 18. That's what I don't want to do. I don't
Right.
want to push my kids out when they turn 18.
Right.
I want to help them find financial literacy, build their credit, help them become smarter as adults so that they can do better as adults because
Right.
I didn't do that. So that's what I would want to do.
Right. Well, thank you, Sherry, for sharing with us. We really appreciate it.
No,
Right.
no
Right.
problem.
Yes.
And then
Stay.
anytime, please come back to say anything. If there's anything that you want to say, we finna give some other people a chance to get on. We got Mr. Michael Johnson on right here. Let's see what Mr. Michael
What's
Johnson
happening?
want to
What's
stand on
happening?
business and talk about. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mr. Michael Johnson.
Well, you know, I honestly, bro, I just caught the live. You know what I'm saying? The live late, but I knew I wanted to be on here because y'all were talking about the step parent part too.
Right.
And boy, look at here.
Oh, before you do that though, can we get that apology?
About what?
Last week.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna set the records. I'm gonna set the record straight. I did
That's
ask
being a man
I
right
did
there.
ask a female friend of mine who I, you know what I'm saying, who I've had dealings with for a little second. Do I have insecurities? And she said yes. Basically it was the trust issue. She said I got trust issues, and then she say that I let stuff from my past relationships affect what I got going on now. I ain't gonna go into it. I told her how I felt about it. I ain't gonna go into it, but I will say that she did say that. But I also said last week too that if I didn't say I didn't have any, I said if I did, they would have to sit me down and we're gonna have to point them out. And she did that for me. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Because
that's
people
what I
said I was
told you. It
lying
takes
last week.
somebody who know you. We think we have it. We don't have nothing visible, but it takes somebody who know the inside of us to point it out. So absolutely.
But see, Key, if I'm gonna have to talk to you in person to discuss the actual situation. You might say it's
Okay.
an insecurity. I might say that's just me
Big,
standing
why
on
you
business being a
adding
man.
me?
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
But Mr. Johnson, can you talk about the step parent? Because I saw you, Miss Lynn, say something about that you disagreed with something. So I don't know if it was per se something that was in with the step parenting part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was something in the comments or something you said you disagreed with.
I'm gonna let Mike go ahead and say his piece, but I got a lot of disagreement with the discipline part.
okay,
Okay.
I'm
This is
gonna
interesting.
keep mine short and sweet. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet because I am a step parent. Well, I don't even consider it a step parent. If I'm, you know what I'm saying, to the world I'm a step parent, but to me that's my son. I've been taking care of him since he was 6 months. He's 13 years old now. That's my boy. Regardless of if I see him every day, talk to him every day, whatever. He might not be in the household. I'm not in the household. That is my son.
Right.
Now it's when it come to that, like I told
Put your seatbelt
the mother.
Put your seatbelt on.
I'm almost home. I'm pulling up. Hold on. You know what? Just for the live. Just for the live. I'm gonna do it for the
It's just
live.
the
Let them know.
beeping that's going on.
Buckle
Go ahead,
up.
finish saying what you were saying.
But no, I don't know. As far as discipline, now see, this is the thing about discipline. As a step parent, if you're gonna let me discipline them, let me do that. But do not expect, how can I say it? Because my situation different. Like his mom took him away from me when he was 8 years old. You feel me? He 13 now. So from 6 months to 18 years old, I was able to, you know what I'm saying, be there to, you know what I'm saying, discipline him. You know what I'm saying? But now that she took him away from me, I can't. But at the same time, I told her, hey, you gonna catch hell, because for one, you taking him away from something that he loved. You feel me? And he's gonna rebel against that. Once he get older and he see what's going on and he see what you're doing, he's gonna rebel. That's just a child.
Right.
So now he's 13. He's 13. Now he's into, oh well, now she calling me, oh well, he's smoking weed and he doing that. Now you want me to disappoint you to let me get him? You didn't want to let me get him. So now that he doing all this shit, now that he doing
You
all
okay?
these things, you want me to discipline him. That's not fair to me. You feel me? That's not fair to me. Don't have me
Right.
discipline him when you want me to discipline him. But when I
Right.
want
Like
to
you the
get
bad
him,
guy.
you tell me no. And it
Right.
ain't like
Right.
it ain't like you took him away from me because I was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You took him away from me because, for one, you lying to his daddy. So you never kept it G. And like I say, that's gonna hurt her in the long run, not me, because I'm good. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
Right.
now, like telling me, oh, you need to either get this game or you need to get him.
Right.
He's smoking
Right.
weed. You need to talk to him. You need to do this. You need to do that. No, what you needed to do was let me get him and stop and not and didn't take him away from me when you did. Because when he was with me, he was in school. He had good grades. He was actively involved in the community as far as like doing stuff with my mom's non-profit organization. He was playing ball. He was at the park. He was active. Now that he done got with you and you done took him away from all he want to do is play PlayStation 5 and be with his homeboy. What
Right.
you expect?
And
What
which
you
is
expect?
and I think that goes back to what Mike Brown was saying with the a lot of time nowadays they that other parent want you to raise the child how they want you to raise the child. You know what I'm saying? Like with the parents and like nah, like if they're
At the
raising this
end, that
child this
always
way and
need to
I'm
be
raising this child this way,
about what's
right?
in
Yeah,
the
it ain't
best
no
interest of the
you get
child.
this, you get this, you get this, and then you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, and then when you having this issue with the child, you want to hit a nigga up and like, hey, you need to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? A discipline or do this or do that. Like, nah. Don't make it just about
I
discipline.
just feel like don't hit me up.
Celebrate.
Don't hit me up as a step
It's
parent
real what you're
because
saying.
you know that I got a soft spot and that I'm gonna do for them. Like don't hit me up for monetary stuff and the benefit for you of
Right.
you know what I'm saying, oh I can call Butter to get him because I know I want to hang out in the streets this weekend. But then, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
when I want to get him, it's a problem. Or when he need to be disciplined, now you want to call me. No, that it don't work like that. It shouldn't work like that. I ain't gonna say it don't because it do. It shouldn't work like that.
Right.
At the end of the
Right.
day, it shouldn't. Parents, adults need to remove emotions when it comes to children and raising children. It always has to be about what's in the best interest of the child. And we
Correct.
can't focus so much on discipline. I saw somebody say that in the comments, like, it's not about discipline.
People
I can't
said it.
remember who
Right.
it was,
Right.
but
Right.
somebody said, it's about, is my child comfortable around you?
Uh,
So, and
Sherry
about the
was saying
discipline
that.
part, if I trust you to bring you around my children,
Come on, King.
then there got to be a certain level of trust that
Well,
I'm going to trust you enough to
So,
discipline.
Keila, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, yeah, it's not focused on the discipline itself, but at the same time, I seen a comment where someone say about dictating how much will a child dictate. I feel that, and I could be wrong, but if I have a man that I'm really interested in, because the men don't meet my children, period. But if
Right.
I have
Mm-hmm.
someone that I'm interested in and they're coming over, if my kids don't feel comfortable, I'm gonna figure out why they don't feel comfortable. But
Correct.
some people let that fly. So what is about dictating the children dictating?
Right. And this is the thing, just like you said, because sometimes we are blinded by love and it's, oh, I love this person, I'm so in love. But if your children aren't feeling comfortable, you need to try and find out why. Now, can children be manipulative and just want things their way,
Of course.
yes, they can. But that's when we have to sit back and be mature and look at all aspects. Why does my child feel uncomfortable? What's going on? Is this person making my child feel uncomfortable, or is my child just being a little brat because they used to just having myself? So those are things that we have to definitely take into consideration, you know, when blending families.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in, like, on some real shit. Like,
Come on.
I've been in situations where, you know, like, I've been not even a stepdad because I haven't been married to nobody, but, you know, I've been that guy, right? So there's been times where, you know, I've been over the road, driving, making my money, and she called me. She like, well, he acting up. He doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times with women, they don't want to take what we say as men sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real.
if I tell you straight up that, hey, baby, take this shit from him, take this game away from him, take this motherfucking phone away from him, you got to teach him discipline. It ain't about no physical discipline. You know what I'm saying? Just about, you know, like trying to show, because certain things like that really hurt a child most. I used to want my ass whooped more than taking my game away from me. You feel me?
Right.
I used to want to get my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
I can go back to play my game.
Right. So it's like parents have to be on one accord.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
That's what
Like
my
my daddy used to tell me all the time, if I tell you something, don't you go to your mama and ask her again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to be
Absolutely.
on one accord.
Correct.
You feel me? Parents, you know what I'm saying? So if I tell my girl, I'll be like, hey, take this away from him. I'm over the road, and I come back home, he been had this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not on one accord with me. You
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It start with the parents.
you enabling him.
Uh-huh.
You really enabling him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, if the teacher called my phone and say he doing this and he doing that, and you know, and I call you and I be like, hey, I'm gone, but I need you to have my back. I need you to take care of this and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't do it and you go behind my back, that causes conflicts. You know what I'm saying? That causes a problem in a relationship.
That's
you feel
real.
me? So if y'all ain't on one accord and y'all and like being because the mother really just love this child and she know that this is not your child, so she feels a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? She might feel like you going extra hard because that's not your child. No, I love him just as much as I love all. You feel me? So it's a difference. So my point is, what I wanted to chime in is, you have to be on one accord. If y'all ain't on one accord with discipline, it ain't got to be physical. You know what I'm saying? Because as a child, like I said, I'd rather got my ass whipped than take away certain things. I'd rather do this and that, you know what I'm saying, instead of cleaning up and cleaning up these dishes and doing certain things to teach a child discipline. You know what I'm saying? That shit fucked me up way more than a whooping, and I wanted a whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, huh?
Go. I'm gonna say, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, like, man, it's just about being on one accord as parents. You got to coexist with the child. You got to coexist with it as a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not on the same type of time, it's gonna always be some dysfunction. It's gonna always be dysfunction.
To be honest, I mean, another problem is everybody want to throw that step parent title out. If y'all are not married, you're not a step parent. You're not a step parent. Y'all have not took that step to do anything further. So if you're just a girlfriend, that's what I was saying when it throws me off when people say the step parent. You could be, you're not married, you're not a step parent. So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna call it, like, because if you can't have a real mature, like if I can't have a conversation with you that you're around my kids, then how am I, you feel comfortable with you telling me, one of my kids telling me that you put your hands on them, or you took this away, that you did not purchase, that you have no entitlement. So that part too. Everybody wants to talk about they're the step parent, but y'all ain't married. Most of the time, nobody has been married to be that step parent.
So you have to be married to actually be a part of someone's life.
That's not what I said.
Part of someone's upbringing.
Step parent title.
Yeah, that's step parent. But you know, like, if you're not married, you trying to tell me just let it go?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is in my case, with me, how I feel is that my kid's father, he jump pillar to post. Sometimes he have a long relationship, sometimes he don't. All of them are not step parents. My kids shouldn't meet all of them. So when it comes to a play that everybody you meet is supposed to tell my kids what to do, that doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know that's something that you supposed to be, as a woman, you supposed to know who to bring around your kid and who not to bring around your kid. Too
Nobody.
early, it's
I'm
just
talking
too
about
late.
as far as the father go. I know who not to bring around mine. My kids don't see nobody that ain't serious. They can't take
Okay.
anybody. But I'm
If
talking about as a father,
if
the
I can ask,
fathers.
if I can ask,
Go ahead, interject.
go ahead, Laura. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If I can
ahead,
ask both y'all this, if I can, I want your opinion, even the people in the comments. As Mr. Neal was saying, to back him up with that, like the parents being on one accord. And I think a lot of times nowadays, like with our generation, when we look at like our mamas, our grandmamas, and all them, like they kind of came up during the era where it was like, you know what I'm saying? The man do this, the woman do that. You know, of course, as time goes on, things get worse. You know what I'm saying? We want to change, we want it to change, but things do. So with that, like you say, I think a lot of times nowadays, and I ain't saying it is right because it's not. I think a lot of people that went to the my child come first type situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yet, once again, this falls on marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell my children all the time, once you get married, mama or daddy don't come before husband or wife. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us in this generation who are, you know what I'm saying, like planning on it, you're looking at it and you kind of like, okay, well, I want to marry them, but they kind of put this here, that there in front of, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know about this. Like if I marry this person, because at some point, if you don't start showing that this individual here is number one and we're on one accord, you ain't just gonna wake up and start doing it. But at the same time, you do know, you know what I'm saying? You can tell if this person has ill will or if they have good intent for you.
And can I say what you said, Bernard?
Go ahead, boss lady.
When, like you said, marriage, if biblically, the husband and wife shall come first, the wife come first. So when people say, I'm not putting nobody before my children, you know, I understand that. And to a certain extent, and this is what I'm saying. If you have minor children, like they can't fend for themselves, yes, you have to take care of these children. Yes, if you are with a partner who's making you choose your children or me, like that's not the right partner, number one. I just had this conversation. That's not the right partner, number one. Number two, like there's a difference. Now, if you got adult children or if you got some, now you got to sit down with your child and say, listen here, baby.
Right.
And I think people said if the child uncomfortable, get away, you know, leave that person alone. Okay, why is the child uncomfortable? You got to see, because some children are, and we gonna just have to be real and call a spade a spade. Some children are bratty, and they just, I don't want my mama with nobody.
I don't want my mama, my daddy, right? So they just acting like her, and we know our child.
And some children,
we know our child.
Now, if the child is
right.
Right. Now, if the child is genuinely uncomfortable, they don't feel comfortable around this person, and the person coming around and they shine away, you need to look at the person and figure out why my child acting like this around this person. Like, you know your child, so you choose me or your kid.
No,
it's like
communication is big.
Like real communication. It has to happen one way or the other.
Those uncomfortable conversations have to be had.
Right. And then you have to be on one accord.
Absolutely. We got to come to some type of agreement. How we going to do this? How we going to blend these families? What are we going to do to make it work?
Step parent part 2, Keith.
Yeah.
No,
okay,
it's not
a subject, but what do you do to have your kid's father that don't want you to have that conversation with the girlfriend? Like, it should be getting to a point where you're trying to have a conversation, know him, because it's been a while, so you know who's around your children. But it's said that it's not supposed to be had because, like,
Mark Cuban, I got you.
Why?
So, So Loretta, are you saying like, and I'm just using you for an example because we're talking. So are you saying you want to have a conversation with the baby daddy girlfriend?
Correct. And the baby daddy will not allow it.
What? Okay.
That's manipulation.
A couple things. What conversation do you want to have?
I just want to have, because it's in the beginning with their relationship. In the beginning, what was said and what was told is like, basically, I'm the problem, but that's not what it is. I want you to come to the sports events. I want you to come to the football game. I want you to do all that. I send out that invitation. Your people don't allow you to come. So I don't want you to think it's me. That's where that conversation needs to be had, because if y'all have been together so long, let's go ahead and move it along. It's openly welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, tell me. How long they been together?
3 years, and I have not had a conversation with this girl.
Yeah, that's not right.
So
So
okay.
your baby daddy still trying to smash you, y'all.
Tell truth.
That's what he's trying to do. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's what he's trying to do.
Question. I was finna say, so what are you and your baby daddy, not trying to get too personal, but like,
right.
What's y'all?
I'm gonna be real about it. So I have people now. I have somebody now, and as everybody all over my Facebook, because my man. However,
my man. That's right.
Yeah, I saw your post today. I know y'all getting tired of me, but I love my man.
Ain't that wrong with it?
And that's what's up. Black love.
Yes. With him to let you know, hey, it's somebody that's part of your kid. I tried to have a conversation. This man hung up on me and told me I know what I need to do and blocked me.
Who, your baby daddy?
Yes.
I meant we elevating the thing, the father of the child.
So
he's still trying to smash out.
That's pretty much what
it's time for her to come on. It's time for her to be able to interact with, because y'all a blended family. Let's do it.
Right.
People, let me say this. I don't know the gentleman, so I can't speak on his behalf, but some people are immature in that area, and they think, oh, I can't bring her around my baby mama because it might be this, and it's their simple-minded thinking. But baby, I don't want you. I done moved on. You done moved on. Let's have a blended family and make this work for our child. Like, that's really the best thing. But some people don't know how to do that, and that's immature on his part. Like, bruh, relax. Relax. You done moved on. I done moved on. Let's raise this baby to the best that we can. If she gonna help raise him with you, like, come on. Why can't we all sit down and be adults?
Why can't we coexist?
Right.
But in some situations, it won't ever happen that
gonna be there at the graduation. And then if we go to dinner afterwards, like all us gonna be sitting down here eating dinner together. So like, we
might
gotta
as
have
well.
a conversation at some point.
Listen, I got
I said as far as discipline goes, because I can't even have a conversation with this girl. So how you feel like you're just gonna sit here and come in and just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the bottom line. That's immaturity. Like, at the end of the day, my kids stepmama.
Hold on, Ms. Lynn. Let me ask you this: within those 3 years, have your children ever gave you a bad report about the mother?
In them 3 years, without telling so much business, one child don't want to go over there no more.
Nah, we're gonna keep it real because we know our kids now.
Yeah, we do.
So one don't want to go over there. One don't, but what the other one don't care.
One don't want to go over there, but the other one wants to be wherever his father is. He don't care.
So now the one that don't want to go over there do the one that don't want to go over there don't want to go over there because they, you feel me? Like, that ain't my mom.
Why the one don't want to go over there?
Right.
She wants to be able to have that time with her dad that she don't have because there's other kids over there.
See.
You know what? I was reading something today, and that's a thing. That's a thing, because when you blend families, children, they still need that one-on-one attention with their parent, especially minor children. Now, grown kids sit down somewhere, but minor children, they need that special attention. And especially when it's other smaller kids around, they feel like they fighting for their parents' attention. So that it takes a mature parent to be able to balance that time out with their child, their biological child.
Correct. That's right.
But I mean, I don't know your baby daddy, but it just sounds like he got a little growing up he need to do.
Right. Yeah, that's all. He just still want to play with her. He want to be with her. He ain't here elevating anything. Tell him Wednesday night, 7:45, Facebook Live.
Right. Correct.
You know what I'm saying? We put
Tell him we gonna help him out a little bit.
You feel me? Tell him holler at us, man. Like, we can break it down. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We just all coming together as one unity from our reach.
With my kids' stepmama, we have pictures together. And when I say, like, we ain't best friends or nothing like that, but when it's an event that my children have, all
Right.
us take pictures together. We sit down and eat dinner together. Like, baby, I ain't got time. Let's
Right.
raise these
I
kids
don't.
how they need to be raised. They need all the love and support that they can get from both and
Oh,
everybody.
yes.
Think about this, like, no, on some real shit, like, my firstborn, Junior, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Tane done got married, you know what I'm saying? She married, and I respect
I know
him.
that.
I respect her and her relationship, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she tells me all the time, she like, I need you to be there. I need you to be around. I want you
Right.
to be the graduation. I want you to be this and that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a mature enough nigga to be like, I understand that me and you are done, but we got to
Correct.
co-parent. We have to co-parent, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? We have
That's
to make
real.
shit right for the child, you know what I'm saying? So that shit don't bother me, you know what I'm saying? Because even if my situation is in shambles, I wouldn't give a damn. I would not bring your shit in shambles, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I would
But
Correct.
respect that.
everybody
Correct.
don't think like you though.
That's called being mature, and
That's
everybody's not
right.
there,
Like I say,
unfortunately.
I had a conversation like the mother of my oldest, she's married.
Right.
And like I know how it is, like with me, and I'm like, I don't want them to put this like in this man's mind to make him think like, oh my God, like this.
Yeah.
Me and that man had a one-on-one. When I tell you right now to this day, I talk to him more than what I talk to her.
Right.
And
Right.
we have had other conversations. He was like, bro, yeah, they had done it, but I see that it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, because
Yeah.
I understand what's going on. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's foolishness. Like, but
And we done had parties together
rock out. You know what I'm
at his
saying?
place, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
that's how
Right.
it
it's about
should
Mark
be.
Cuban and
yeah.
shit.
If all parties have moved on, then if y'all haven't moved on, then y'all need to work it out and be together and be your family. But if all parties have moved on, okay, let's move on and let's be mature about it and let's do what's in the best interest of the children.
Right.
I'm
Mr. Neal
Right.
and Miss
hop
Lynn,
off.
I'm gonna let y'all go because I got like about 4 people in the
Okay.
thing trying to join on,
Okay.
and I'm looking at the time.
We
So
appreciate y'all as
please
All
always.
right.
keep
I
watching
just
just in
wanted to
case
put
y'all
my
want to
input
come
in.
back. In case y'all want to come
We
back and
appreciate you,
step
Mr.
on something.
Neal. Loretta
Definitely do,
always.
Keem. Damn sure do, Keem. I damn sure appreciate that. Mark, I got you coming, Mark. You right up under I got Mark Cuban. He got to send that again. Damn, I'm trying to hit add. It say Mark Cuban. It say Sherry. Mark Cuban. Jump off and jump back on. It's saying unable to add.
And I just got a message. Somebody say your kids have a bonus mom instead of a stepmom. I really don't like the word stepmother, stepdaddy. I really don't.
Right. The
I'm
bonus
just
mom.
using that tonight. But yes, my children have a bonus mom. It's not ain't nothing step by her. Like she is the goat.
Right.
Boom.
Exactly.
And I'm with you. I'm right there with you, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to these kids, we're so protective between the ages of
Mm-hmm.
1 to maybe 8. But when they get
Mark Will,
older,
I got you next. Go ahead.
we
Go ahead.
do not, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my child is good. Make sure my child has everything that they need. But we're so protective when we
Well,
don't necessarily have
value
to
next.
be. They got to make mistakes. They got to, deal with life. If
Correct.
we protect them from life, how are they going to survive if we die tomorrow? How are the
Right.
kids going to survive if we die tomorrow?
Correct. Correct.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
like my kids, it's FCK because my father told me, because I was so stressful about my kids and their decisions
Right.
and what they do and making the right choices and the wrong choices. Everything affected me and it stressed me out. I am
Man, they
mama,
can see
but I cannot protect them from everything that they do.
Right.
they can see you.
We cannot protect our children from everything they do. So when it
They
comes
can
to
see
step
you.
parents, okay, if you don't love me, love, the kids or whatever else, but allow them to make mistakes. That's what we don't want them to do. We don't want to have them go through mistakes and deal with the consequences of their mistakes.
Right.
That's like the
Correct.
biggest thing. We don't want our children to deal with their mistakes, but they need to because we did it. Did we not
Exactly.
do it? And
We did.
Right.
we survived. We're good. Y'all
Right.
got a
Not
podcast. Like we did what we needed to do, and we survived. Correct?
right.
Right.
So
Absolutely. And Nara, I seen that my auntie mama was
Yeah,
wanted to
I
say
just
something.
said to her that I was gonna
so
approve her, but since she's in the building and she wanna, I'm steady telling her, I'm like, hey,
hey,
they can see you, cause she
Hey,
like,
Auntie,
I'm trying to.
I saw
hey,
you too.
hey,
I was just
listen,
What you wanna
messaging
say?
you.
hey, listen, y'all. First and
You right here.
foremost,
You right here.
Match my grind pool
You right here.
party. It's gonna be up there. You hear me? Match my grind pool
Hey,
party.
Auntie.
We up there, baby.
Yes.
Second of all, Miss Lady, who was what her name is, Lynn. Man, tell her baby daddy toxic. He the real deal toxic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, he a little boy. He a little boy. He
Right,
need to
right.
Yeah.
step his game up. Third,
Correct.
Absolutely.
third thing, because I'm gonna make it quick. I hear a lot of people mentioning this one word on here tonight. And I heard
What's
this
that?
M word a lot. And it's called marriage. Right? You know, I support the women
Right.
1000%. But women, I got a question. When you marry, do you marry out of love or do you marry out of security? Which one?
You
That's
want me to
big.
answer
both,
that?
Which one? So,
both.
so do the security weigh more than the love?
Mm, mm.
I have my theory of that, but
That I gotta think
that's
about.
another topic for
Now
another day.
Oh,
that I
no,
gotta think
no,
about.
Brown.
It's too late.
No,
You
that
gotta
I
let
gotta
go.
No,
think
Brown.
about.
And
Right.
They done let the
They
genie
done
get the mic.
let the G. Right.
They
The
done let the
security outweigh the
genie get the
love.
mic.
You gotta
yeah,
let go.
that's another topic for another day. But that is a very good discussion. I have my own theory of that, but yeah.
Right.
I agree. I agree with you, Kenny. I agree.
No, I let my auntie talk
Yeah, I
because
was
she got
instead of
something she
telling her,
need to
she started
say.
talking about she trying to join on and talk. It's too late. At the hurry up,
Syndicate.
finish.
Yeah,
You
they
gotta let her
running
talk.
syndicate. They
It's
running
not
for
too
that.
late.
Say what you want to say.
It's not too late.
They do. I'm saying, you say what you want to say. You want to join on like that? Like that? What's the difference? And they done see me right now.
She gonna
Hey, y'all, this
join
my
on her
mama.
own time. Hey,
Hey,
mama.
auntie.
Hey,
Hey,
Kenny,
mama.
how you doing? I, I, yeah.
So what you
Mama,
say?
I got questions.
Yeah, I
I
just
got
wanted to
questions.
say I know I'm probably coming in on the end of things, and I'm. Oh, somebody got a question. Yeah, but and I'm coming in as a professional with DCF. Y'all was talking about discipline and step parents.
Correct.
So, first of all, I think somebody already said this, you're only a step parent, bonus parent, whatever you call it, if you're married, but that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, move along. But it
Right.
does
That's high
say
school
all adults that
stuff.
involved with the
Right,
children for
Auntie?
the best
That's high
interest of
school.
the
That's high school
children,
stuff.
for them to see that they have a positive relationship, so that child relationship can be positive with that step parent as well. But when it comes to discipline, that parent and step parent needs to talk. A lot of times the parent gives the step parent permission to discipline their child. Now, if they have that
Hmm.
understanding, that's their understanding between them. But if they do not, I'm just a firm believer that all parents should discipline their own children. Okay, thank you. That's all I
Agreed.
want to say.
Agreed.
And I
And
don't even think that it's
as she
all
drops the
about
mic.
Hey,
discipline.
no, hold the chain. Hey, well, one thing about it, if y'all don't know me, Brian, well, hey, all right, okay, for real, for real. And you gave me a lot of discipline there.
She was
Hey,
supposed
listen,
to.
I don't think that it's all
I
about
said I was
discipline.
done.
I
I
think
said
that
that's what I
they
was gonna
should,
do, but
they
you you
should,
you jumped me gun.
don't discipline my kids when they do wrong, but celebrate my kids when they're right.
Now, if
That's
you
the
don't
biggest
want them to
thing.
celebrate them
Celebrate
when
my
they right,
kids
they're
when they're
gonna have to
right.
discipline them when they wrong. You
Right.
feel me?
I agree. I agree. But don't just focus
Yeah,
on
but don't just
disciplining
do
them when
one and
they're
not the
wrong.
other. That's real now.
Sai was
But
Yeah.
good in here.
I,
Sai
I, I,
said,
I have something to say. My bad, boss lady.
okay, go
But
ahead. Pin
why
Sai
should we?
comment real quick.
Okay.
huh?
Why
And
should we
stop
celebrate?
comment. Facts.
Which one?
Not everybody responsible.
Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay, go
So
ahead,
why
Big Baby.
I got Mark Will. You coming up,
why
baby?
should we celebrate so much when they doing right when they are expected to already do right?
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this from a psychological point. No, I do not have a degree in that. But some children, they
Preach,
need that
Kenny.
validation to continue to move forward. And I'm speaking from experience. My
Preach,
son,
Kenny.
that's how you build a child's self-esteem. It's yes, they are expected to do this. You go to school, you are expected to pass. But if I'm not rewarding you, but congratulating and I'm celebrating, yes, that give that child that extra boost of like confidence. Like, oh, I did that. I know my son, for instance, it can be the smallest thing. I'm like, son, I'm proud of you, and it's just like his whole face light up. So it's
Right.
a little bit
Preach.
of psychology with it. Like it helps boost their self-esteem. Like, dang, I made mama proud with that.
A,
Okay, well,
a
I'm
lot
gonna do
of
this. You know
kids,
what I'm saying?
right? A lot of kids
Exactly.
look for that
Yes.
approval from
Right,
the
and because it's so much
right.
bullying and all kind of stuff in the school system, like they need that validation. That's just, and
Exactly.
that's just my
I'm right
opinion.
there with you. I am right there with you because you
Um,
cannot just come in and say, oh, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, and then you want to discipline me, but you cannot tell me where I was right. You can't tell me the points where I was right, but you can sit there and discipline me.
right.
That's not fair. That's
Um,
not fair to kids.
Right. And I want to touch on side comment. He said, facts, not everyone responsible to talk to other people's kids. Correct. And this goes back to if you trust this person to be around them or to bring them around your kids, like why you can't trust them to talk to your kids? You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to, are you really with the right person?
Right.
Because the right person is going to talk to your children and respect your children and treat them as their own children. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this person abused their own children, that's definitely not the right person.
Definitely not.
But you also that is true. Everybody not responsible to talk to your kids, but that goes back. Are you with the right person? That
Correct. If I can I let one of y'all go and bring Mark Will on? Because Mark Will
Hey,
wants
you
to
can
come
let
on.
me go. I'm out of here.
Loretta, I
Stay
got you.
Mr. MMC,
You
you stay on. Mr. Yeah, y'all, that clothing line that we be rocking, that's the man right there. Y'all feel me?
Loretta,
Straight
Pool
out of South
you
party.
Texas.
We
have my
gonna be
personal
turned up,
number, so
baby.
you know what to do.
I'm talking about pool party this summer,
We
MMG.
gonna be turned up, baby.
Special invite only.
And
Y'all
listen,
know big
and
head
I got
can
the
get
gift.
him
I got the
back.
gift for the
You don't
women.
like this shit.
It's a hot girl summer, baby. Hot girl summer.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Sherry and Big Baby. We only got a few more minutes. Who you was bringing up next?
Mark Will. Mark Will wants to come on and stand on business.
Okay.
Mark, how you doing, my bro?
I am great, my boy.
What's
Y'all all right? Y'all good, boss lady?
Can't complain.
That's what's up. Check me out. Co-parenting, my personal opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it.
I'm scared because the last time you was on.
This is my thing. So I think a lot of times in our community, the problem is with co-parenting. All you hear, majority of the time, now we're going into a different era, and a lot of us, we are maturing and trying to handle things a little bit differently. But most of the time, all you hear is, my baby dad ain't shit, my baby dad ain't shit, my baby mama ain't shit, my baby mama ain't shit. So
that's real.
It's hard to co-parent when before you had your child, all you heard was all baby daddies ain't shit. All baby mamas ain't shit. So you go into it with the narrative of, now that this relationship did not work, they ain't shit. Now you weren't saying that when your legs and your toes was touching the ceiling, you know what I'm saying, and then had that shit all in your chest, you know what I'm saying? You weren't saying that then. You weren't saying that when you had your tongue all in between your baby mama thighs. You weren't saying that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we were saying. But then when we move forward, and it's always this too that we kind of lead us out. I might mature sooner than my baby mama. My baby mama might mature sooner than me. So it might take me a little minute to say, you know what, all right, she got a point. Because we do carry our baggage from the relationship into our kids. And that's where both parties is dead wrong. We both dead wrong, but at the same time, distrust come in when them relationships don't work out. So now you look at it like, I don't really trust her as a parent. And the reason you don't trust her as a parent because you ain't trust her in a relationship, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That plays a major part. Just from my opinion, from how I view it, I think that plays a major part. So when you are able to get past that, then it comes to a point where y'all got to sit down and have conversations before stepdaddy get in, before stepmama get in. Y'all got to have that conversation of what you really should have had way before y'all had kids. How are we going to parent? How are we going to raise our kids?
Correct.
What are the goals? What are the direction we going to send our kids in? So boom, Mark go get married. Mark fucked it up. Mark did not have a conversation with his other children, and it's some children out there. Lord knows it's some children. Jesus Christ. He blessed me with a whole bunch of them. Maybe he just gave me a strong sperm count. I don't know, but I got a lot of children. I screwed up by not sitting down having a conversation with them, then having a conversation with, okay, my wife, this is how we're going to do it. We all sit down and have those conversations. We can't because Buddy's still trying to tiptoe over there late night.
And again, can you please say what you said? Your wife.
My
So you're
wife.
Speaking from a married man's perspective.
I'm speaking from both because me and my wife been married. We've been married for a year. On the 17th of this month, we've been married for a year. We started engaging in parenting activities prior to even before I talked to baby mama. I had already incorporated my at the time my girlfriend in my life because I already knew. I ain't know the date and I ain't know the time, but I already knew he ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
He who finds a wife.
You had that conversation. You told me, Mark, you gotta slow down, cause that's your problem. You gotta slow down, bro. You run with them, then you don't like one thing, then you haul ass.
I remember that night.
I took your words. I slowed my ass down, paid attention to what was important. Now,
Mark, if I can sidebar real quick, women, I'm gonna say this. A lot of times when you got a man and I know a lot of times y'all be like, oh, you with him, is this or that going on. But I'm gonna tell you something, like me and my homeboys, me and my brothers, me and my when we kicking it and we out 1, 2 in the morning, but we're right in front of the house, the home, or wherever we at, and we talk. This is the type of stuff we talking about.
Real life.
Yeah, we ain't out here chasing tail. We out here talking this stuff. Go ahead, Mark. My bad, bro.
No, you good, cause that's exactly what we do. We sit down, we drink, we smoke, and we talk about what's important and what we really need to do to get to the next level. We may not sit down and say, all right, tonight this is what we're gonna talk about to get to the next level. We're just gonna talk about it and put it out there. But I think from a perspective of individually, if all I seen was my mamas and my aunties and my uncles, if all I seen them doing is talking about how ain't shit a baby daddy is, and then on the flip side, I see older uncles ain't shit how ain't shit a baby mama is, and when that relationship don't work, I'm gonna go in with a false narrative. That's all for real.
Right.
Then what we do is we separate. All right, so now I got my girl, and she finna be my wife, or if that's just your girl for the rest of your life, whatever. We go in it. She ain't gotta know my business. No, she really do need to know your business. Y'all got a whole kid or kids that's gonna be involved, and she gonna be involved. We had a situation recently this school year. Baby mom was in her feelings. I'm gonna take my fault in it. Her thing was, well, you never told me that you was in a serious relationship. Well, let's be real. We wasn't even talking. If it wasn't about what Zion need to do, we wasn't talking.
Right.
Now that's my fault as a man.
She ain't your Facebook friend though?
Oh, she got a damn, what happened?
IG? Because I mean,
well, she not.
She see it.
She friend, but she got a fake page, so she be watching.
She should have said it.
You know what I'm saying? I made a comment one day, and she sent me a screenshot. I'm like, well, damn, how you get? You watching? It's cool. I'm cool. Watch me. I want to be watched anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I think what I did wrong, and it's just me. I can only come from my perspective. What I did wrong was, regardless of how she felt, regardless of us not talking, I didn't say, hey, check this out. I got to have a serious conversation with you. And the conversation is, this person is real to me, and she going to be there. So we all need to sit down and, you know what I'm saying, and come up with a strategy that's going to help the child. Because if it's really what it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be about the child. You know what I'm saying? So my baby mama got mad. I never had a conversation. She went to the school. She took my wife off of the pickup list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. Well, after we finish this, then you can talk to her about that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can share your share your experience after I finish. So her homegirl want to share her experience. So basically what breaks down is when she did that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I'm at work. I'm out of my business. My wife called me going off on me. I'm like, whoa, I ain't done nothing. What? I'm a big fan of, if I ain't done nothing, don't come at me. I ain't did nothing. I'm in the green right now. Don't come at me and I'm in the green. She broke it down, had a conversation with my son, mama. Her maturity level wasn't where it should have been at the point, because you know what time it is with my wife. My wife has personally went and had a conversation with my son, mama. That goes back to the everybody mature differently. Everybody move differently. Although in a perfect world, it should be day one about the kids, but it's not, unfortunately. And I feel personally it's probably because what she done heard on her end from her family and so on and so forth about baby mom, baby daddy. If we can get past that, we can have the mature conversations. I think change the narrative would definitely change. When it comes to discipline, I feel personally that goes back to the main conversation. When we sit down and we talking about how we gonna raise our kids, and this person is involved in my life, that gets discussed. Because there's never a day, and I hear people like, oh, I hear a lot of women say this honestly. Oh, my kids always come first. Yeah, your kids come first, but the day you get married, your husband come first. If you marry the wrong nigga, guess what? Your kids ain't gonna come first. If
Because
you
the
marry
right dude
your
will
children
still
will
make
still
sure
come
that them
first.
kids.
And I really feel like we jump past that and they be like, oh, my kids come first. No, what you did, you chose the wrong nigga. That's your fault. That ain't our fault because you didn't know how to choose. And it go the same way for niggas too. Niggas choose the wrong chick. So if you choose the right person, we ain't even got to talk about what a kid coming first, because it's a no-brainer. The kid will come first. When we do what we do, we go party, we go out of town, we have our fun. But before we make a move, every child is secured. I'm talking about financially, school, where they gonna be when that's done first. That's not even a major conversation in our household, because we already know no matter what. I don't care if I tell my wife, nah, hey, you know what? Tomorrow I want to go buy 5 4-wheelers. The first thing she gonna say is, yeah, but we gotta go do this first.
Do this or that for the
It only makes sense. So it's like a lot of times we gotta take and Baby said it the best. I heard my a lot. I don't know. I thought I was in a concert. Who sung that song? My.
Johnny Gill?
That was Johnny. I heard Johnny all night tonight because everybody kept saying my. No, it ain't a my situation. It's a us and we.
Right.
Period. It's a us and we, and them kids come first in us and we. But we really got to get to a point in our communication. In our community, I don't care about. I ain't trying to be funny. I don't care about them other communities. I really only care about our community. I just be honest. I mean, because in their communities, they do.
This why I was scared for you to talk.
I care about them, but I don't care about them. I really care, but I don't.
We elevating the thing.
Because at the end of the day, it's like we are behind because our kids. You gotta think about it. Let's keep it G. Our school systems for our community, even in our own city.
Right.
You take our kids, the schools where our kids go to is behind. Why is it behind? Because we too busy arguing. I don't like my baby mama this week. I don't like my baby daddy this week. We arguing about stupid shit while across town what they doing is they putting their shit together. They kids where they supposed to be because they kids and everything, they already know my next generation is gonna be my kids. So I gotta put them in the right spot. Us, you know, we still party.
Arguing about petty stuff. Petty stuff instead of the children. What's best for the children? And baby mamas and baby daddies they won't see that. They can't get past their emotions.
Right.
Move your emotions out the way. It's not about how you feel about that individual. It's the child. What's in the best interest of the child?
Do y'all see Destiny?
Your guts, but it's what's best for the child.
Do y'all see Miss Destiny? Miss Destiny, I see her comment. I kind of appended it. She said, question, for the women without children, how should we approach being involved in their parents' or child life?
Conversation.
Okay, I very carefully. Let me say this, because people who don't have children, I'm not saying you don't know how to parent or you don't know what you're doing, but you know, it takes experience to be a real parent. Not saying you can't love somebody else's child. That's not what I'm saying.
Correct.
But in a situation like that, if you don't have children, communication. Because, you know, you might feel like, you know, you grew up in a house where y'all got spanking. So if a child do something, I'm going to spank the child. But this man don't spank his children. He take the telephone. So it's communication. That's the biggest thing. Again, not saying your way of parenting is wrong, but communicate, especially if you don't have children, because you don't know how this person parents. So it's communication is the biggest thing. You have to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Boss lady, I love that. You got that's really the truth. You gotta have uncomfortable conversation, and a lot of times, I'm gonna just call it for what it is. A lot of times, women and men, when it comes to our baby daddies, baby mamas, ex, whatever, we be a little pussy. We be a little pussy. We don't be really want to really step into the shit, because we sit back and say, okay, well, shit, we went through this, we did this, that. That's where you become wrong at, right there. The moment you start thinking about, well, I want to tiptoe around this because of X, Y, Z, that's where the kid lose out. We gotta have those conversations, and if we don't, what happened is, it go back to something you were saying earlier, boss lady. You was like, you gotta know the kids. The thing about these kids nowadays, these little smart, slick motherfuckers, brothers and her.
That's real now.
See, we sit back and we scream that a lot of people don't know their kids. Let's keep it G. You think you know your
They know
kids,
them, they just don't want to. They know them, they just don't want to.
They turn a blind eye.
Listen, I'm talking about the blind eye. They close their eyes and just walk off on that motherfucker. Like, you gotta understand and know that a lot of times kids, and it depends on the dynamics of how y'all split, how y'all left. If y'all was in house together with this kid for 12 years, and now you done moved on, and here it is, this child 13, 14, and you got a new boo, a new bae, and you got a new man or whatever, yeah, he's not gonna be receptive to that person immediately. No. He still want his mom and daddy together. She still want his mom and daddy together. So now I'm gonna go and tell my mom, talk to me, big baby.
Brown, boss lady. Listen, we gotta go a little bit deeper. See, when we start having these kids, see, when that man tell you he got another family and he want to abort that baby, and you don't want to abort that baby,
that's a major issue.
You with that baby.
That's a major
problem. He told you he don't want that baby, but you want to hold that baby to dangle it over his head.
Facts.
We gotta do better.
We do have to do better. However,
we gotta do better.
Let me hold on, baby, because let me reverse that. Just because first of all, it takes two to tango. Every adult know what happened when you have unprotected sex. So when you inserted yourself in her without protection, you knew the consequences of that. So now we have a baby, and just because you don't want the baby, you telling me I gotta abort my baby, so now you're not gonna take care of that's not fair. It takes two people to make a child.
Boss lady, what if I didn't insert myself in her belt and I did wear protection and it bust?
The consequences, we know the consequences. Those things happen. So before you do anything, my dad used to teach me as a child, before you do anything, think about whether you can handle the consequences. So, I did use protection, but it's a possibility this protection may not work, because it's what, 85%?
It's the comment for me.
So it's the 15%. Now we got a baby. What we gonna do? I don't want to abort the baby. I don't believe in abortion. So,
boss lady, right now, at that point of time, boss lady, he every fuck nigga in the world. He every nigga in the world. But he told you.
Boss man, let me clear this platform one time. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead. Every Wednesday, 7. Hey, hold on. Every Wednesday night, 7:45.
Yeah, I'm on it going forward. Listen to me. Coming from a happily divorced mother,
get down.
Let me tell you something. You're either going to be existing with that person and not evolving, or you're going to be evolving and existing. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I'm going to put my big girl panties on I'm gonna lace them boots up, and I'm gonna handle up when it come to mine.
As
With or
you
without.
should.
But this is my
Uh-huh.
thing. Let me share this with y'all. I have a son and a daughter, 2 sons and 2 daughters. One of my sons and one of my daughters is deceased. This man told me every man that you come across is gonna F over you. But
Damn, that's fucked up.
for me, you were acting off your emotions. Because at the end of the day, you had first round draft pick, buddy. You fumbled, not me. So guess what? For me, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You told me when I was in labor with a child, it was not yours. Me and you done split, going on. I hope you die while you pushing.
Damn, that's what you were told.
Damn. He hard.
So, hold up.
Hey, you taking up my man.
Hey, this me and my brother got
You
this.
taking up his
So
talk.
my thing for Mark is this. Sometimes women know a man's weak spot when it comes to their children.
That's true.
And sometimes men know a woman's weak spot when it comes to their kids. Guess what, dog? Excuse my French. Fuck you and the boat you rolled in on.
Oh, we can talk like that on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can
Fuck
talk
yeah.
like that.
And the boat you rolled in on. Because about mine, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. But I would not allow my child to disrespect my significant other.
Right.
But I would also not allow my significant other to disrespect my child if you're not giving my child something to respect.
But that's not true. Now with that though,
That's what.
now with
What's
that,
your name? You gotta
I
pay
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And next week topic need to be fair relationships on why women and men do the things they do when it comes to pettiness, when it comes to pettiness, bitterness, all that.
I'm a tag you.
Yes, tag her right now.
Please tag her in this.
I'm a
Tag her right
tag
now.
Santoni.
So she grabbed it.
Every
I'm a
week,
tag
look like y'all over there eating some crab.
No,
You can eat your crab and drink your wine. And then summer we got boss lady coming. Like,
because
yeah,
we all got our own vices.
What they say you can't teach. What they say you can't. You can't.
Old dog new
Yeah.
tricks.
And the other one is you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I disagree with that. I feel like the moment you come into the knowledge of whatever new, whatever's, I could my whole life since we talking about parenting. I could have been raised 100% wrong. And as an adult with multiple children and married, I sit back and I look at some of the things that my mama did, my grandmama did, my daddy did, so on and so forth. And I be like, that was fucked up. They shouldn't have went that way. Right. But this parenting thing does not come with a manual. I've been looking for it and I ain't found it yet.
And we don't always get it right. We don't always get it right. And to go back to what you say, you can't train an old dog new tricks. A wise man changes. A fool stay the same. So when you sit here and say, "Oh, this how I am," and you're foolish. You're foolish.
I saw somebody was on. I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook. It was Cat Williams. They was asking him some questions, and they asked him.
Thank you, sister.
They say, who did you want to be if you could change places with anybody in the world? Who would you want to be? He said, nobody. I'll stay the same. They asked him. They say, what is the one thing that you were told not to do that you feel like everybody should do? He say, everybody told me not to change. He's like, that is the dumbest thing on earth. You gotta change. If you don't change, you screwed up. There's no way in the world. And I love my mama. I love my mama to death. I should not be parenting the exact same way that my mama was parenting. Because at some point, there was something that my mama missed, something that my mama didn't tell me that I became to the knowledge of knowing that now I got to put that on my kids. I got to teach my kids this.
And go back, parenting don't come with a manual. Our parents didn't have a manual. So they didn't always get it right. They did the best that they can. We could only hope. So they didn't always get it right. We got to change and figure out, okay, how we going to do this? What's going growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, but you got to do it in order to elevate. That's it.
Listen, one thing we got to do as people, we have to unlearn and relearn. Because the shit we was taught ain't all right.
Big fact.
We was taught ain't
Big
right.
fact.
No, I'm saying, so we gotta unlearn and relearn, bro. That's what we gotta do.
I agree. I and my wife will tell you, she'll be going off about something, and I'll be like, babe, why? If you change it, I like to look at the glass half full. When you start looking at things, the glass half full, you'll get a different perspective. So now I don't even charge people with certain.
Right. Ma, you froze. Freeze tag.
My auntie wanted me to repeat what I said. Auntie, I said a wise man changes, a fool stay the same.
Ma, phone must have went dead.
Yeah.
Big baby, Ma, I'm gonna let y'all go. We going past our time, but I see we got like 3 more people that wanna come on. And we just probably gonna end it at 9:30. Y'all normally we out of here at 9:15. But I want like all like this somebody new right here.
This one of our exclusive episodes.
Yeah, this is the exclusive one. So we know we was gonna go past time. There she go. That's cracking. I see who that is. God dang it. I see who that is now.
Yeah.
I didn't see right
No,
now.
listen. Y'all, listen.
Come on.
We need stuff like this. We need this.
Right.
And I didn't even know about this.
That's my fault.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
It's smart fault.
Make sure you go add us, send us a friend request so we can add you and tag you every Wednesday. We doing it.
Okay. Answer this for me. I want to touch on this. And y'all, child support is not for failed relationships. It's for unfit parents. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
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 Child support is not for failed relationships.
Correct.
Understand me.
It ain't.
Correct.
Back to
We did that topic.
It goes back to communication and maturity.
All that, you can't have my baby. Boo, you want me?
Right.
Right.
Put the emotions to the side. What's the best for the child? I can't stress that enough. Move your emotions out the way, baby.
Listen, we were just talking about this, y'all. I feel like at the end of the day, we should be mature enough to be able to co-parent on all platforms and on all levels. If I can't go to football this week, guess what? I got you. You got me, baby dad. I got you next week. Come on, man.
Correct. It's really so simple. We make it
were all the first round draft pick at some point, but guess what? Somebody fumbled somewhere. Own up on your fumbling shit and keep it moving.
Sometimes
you may be somebody else first round draft pick, baby.
Right.
Sometimes first round draft pick be a bust too. Sometimes
he said be a bust.
I was just about to say that too.
Some first round draft pick be bust now.
Don't be the right pick. That be a bust.
Don't be a Ryan Leaf.
When you got that second string quarterback sitting in the cut.
Right. You can't be no Ryan Leaf in it.
You know Ryan Leaf.
not a Ryan Leaf.
High expectations and come out here and you can't even throw it to the tight end.
Right.
Listen.
I just want to say, first, I just feel like me personally, this is my opinion. If people say if you're not married, you're not a step parent. I
say what? Come again?
If you're not married, you're not a step parent.
Say what?
I can go for that.
I need listen.
Okay.
I need you to tag me on that.
Me personally, I feel like in my case, I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm gonna say in my case, I wasn't married with my. I say he my son. I wasn't married with my son's mother.
Right.
But since he was born, I've been there. It was a point in time where you couldn't see him without me, or you couldn't see me without him. It was a time where and Nard know me, Key know me, Ma, you know me.
Yes, sir.
Man, it was to the point where I'm going to the stores to buy my shoes, and they already put his size to the side because they already know when Butter come get his shoes, he getting his son's shoes. When Butter doing this, Butter, you know what I'm saying, he making sure his son's straight. Sometimes it be the mother, because I know in my case, his mother never told his real daddy what's going on and who Butter really is and what Butter got going on. You know what I'm saying? And that be hard on, it was hard on me, and it still is, because I'm still struggling with the situation to this day, because a woman didn't keep it G with her baby daddy from the jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, listen, this girl done lied to this man so much till he believed that the stuff that I do for him, her mama do. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And I've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit for 13 years. You feel what I'm saying? I've been the one you call birthdays, Christmas, back to school. You're out of school for the summer. He needs summer clothes. Sports. I was the one doing that. You feel me? These boys will tell you, when I was with my son, when he was with me, we was at that park. We was chilling. You know what I'm saying? But he kept his grades up. He was doing the right things in school. And I you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes the mama do some bullshit for real, just to please themselves. They know. I feel like she knew. Oh, if I don't let his daddy know what's going on with Butter, you know what I'm saying? Butter gonna continue to do what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It have been plenty of times that we didn't got into it, me and his mom, and I thought about, man, fuck that shit. I'm finna haul ass. But I can't. And the reason why I can't, because I done already built this bond with this boy. You know what I'm saying? And we already got to understand the relationship. I can't leave him right now. If I done been with this man for 13 years, why the fuck would I leave him now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, it fucks with me because when I want to see him, it be a lot of bullshit. When I want to spend time with him, it be a lot of bullshit. Like I had to tell his mama, you don't know, and this the God honest truth. Nod is my witness. I got a God brother right now, Solomon Kinley, NFL player. You feel me? My son, my God brother Saul want to sponsor my son, schooling and all kind of shit. But guess what? Because your mama ain't smart enough to see the bigger picture, she finna let this shit go right on by. You see what I'm saying? Instead of him getting and I ain't saying nothing wrong with a public school education, because I had a public school education and I turned out all right. You feel me? But when you got the opportunity to go with these crackers, you better go with these crackers.
Listen here.
You feel what I'm saying? But she's so dumb and young-minded to she don't even see the bigger picture. With damn, if I let him be with Butter, shit, this man got the opportunity to go do something great. You know what I'm saying? And she don't understand it. My son 13 years old. My son wears size 13 shoe. My son maybe 6'1", 13 years old. You feel me? I got a ball player right there. Yeah, but guess what? You so dumb, you won't even let me get in. So the point where I can do what I need to do for him so he can fucking help you.
Right.
I'm not even worried about him helping me. I just want to see him succeed. I'm worried about him helping you get you out the struggle that you fucking in, but you don't see the shit, and you trying to play these mind games and these little girl games with me and his daddy, and that shit wrong. And guess what? At the end of the day, who's suffering? The child.
Yeah.
Brother, check this out. Save some of that for next week, because what Big Baby said we need to discuss next week.
Failed relationships. I was just about to say failed relationships and how they affect children.
And then I see Keith saying his thing. I know he want to say something, and we kind of getting close to that time. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Chiming in, but I do want Keith to say whatever it is that he wanted to come on and say. We trying to let everybody get it out, but please save some of that. We're gonna need that.
Hey,
that's gonna cause some.
Hey, before I go, hey Mark, I was told I don't know if you heard, but I was told that I got insecurities. You feel me? I was told that I had, I told you, I had to be sat down. Me and them sat down. We smoked us a blunt. We had us a meal, and over that meal and that blunt, we discussed this.
There it is.
And honestly, she was like, it ain't really too many insecurities that she know of that I got, but it's just that one or two that she said. I was like, you know what? I can see where you're coming from with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got. You know what I'm saying? She said I got them. I admitted to it. So
that's what's up, Butter. Mark, I'm finna let y'all go real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Keith, before we wrap it up. Keith, let me see if it'll let you. Yeah, it says Addie. Great topic, great engagement tonight, y'all. Hey, man, we appreciate that. You understand me? My guy.
Yo.
What's happening?
Hey, man. I don't know if everybody trying to be politically correct or I'm just off, like I am off. Hey, man, but fuck they birth giver. I got one, 2 in there. I got 3 off doing grown man shit with no jail record,
Correct,
no police
correct.
record, and fuck her. I'll say it. I don't care. Nobody say yes.
Oh,
But say unbutton that lip. I don't care about a failed relationship. I know what that devil is, and that's what she gonna be. It don't take it. It was me and my kids. It worked out fine. Everything I need to communicate with technology and the way it is, and I'm a tech geek as it is. I don't have to say 2 words to you other than die in hell, die slow, die not breathing. Hey, no, it is what it is, bro. I don't give a shit. This is why I say when this topic come up, I don't care because I've taken care of my kids for 23 motherfucking years where this motherfucker has it. So all that men and baby daddies, they don't do this, they don't do that. Nah, child support's a scheme. It's an art of the government. Women use it to their advantage. It just is what it is. The divorce courts, they use it to what it is. I can care less. I can be bitter all I want, but I can tell you what I definitely am. I'm gonna be that laughing
come
motherfucker
on.
reading that obituary. I can tell you that. And not give a 2 shit. I can see that motherfucker on the side of the road, won't piss on him, drag it through shit through Kentucky. I don't give a fuck.
I
But
must present you.
that's
The
all I wanted to
wall
say.
belt gotta go to Keith tonight.
Hey, that's all I wanted to say
The
because I just see
wall
all
belt
this.
gotta go to Keith
I see
tonight.
all this gas. I see all this gaslighting.
Oh my
That's all I see is all this gaslighting. I don't need to be cordial with you to take care and stand on my business. I don't have to be cordial with you. I don't have to be cordial with that nigga. Period. Now, as far as me and mine, I don't bring no female around my kids. Period. This is how it is. What it is. I got 3 more years on my bed. Once baby girl gone, then I might introduce. Then I might be like that factor. But for any female that come in my life, you can play your part or you don't play your part. There's no expectations of you to do that. So I'm not forcing it on you. I don't want you to be their mom. Hell, I don't want you to be their friend. That's just the way it is. I'm selfish with my kids like that. But when it comes to raising my kids, I do the best that I can. I was raised in the 80s, so PSAs is embedded in my head. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like with communication nowadays, you don't need to talk to nobody. You don't. To be successful, you don't need to talk to that person. Period. With cell phone, now if they babies, I get it. But if they teenagers and 9, 10, 11 years old, hey, let me talk to your mama. Hey, tell your mama to beat up. That's enough need to be said. I don't need to kick it with you at no barbecues. At the graduation, for example. At the graduation, for example, you said we all had to go out to eat. My dad came in town from California. I said, are we going or are they going? That's it. I'm not gonna make no scene about it. I'm not gonna make nothing about it because you already know I don't fuck with you. Any nigga on here from the sports world that we carrying over here, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not gonna make a scene about it. You gonna see me right there. You gonna walk up. Next thing you know, it'll be like, where'd he go? Oh, he don't fuck that nigga for real. I will walk off. So when it came to that dinner, it's like, shit, okay, y'all go home, have fun. Cause guess what? I know they coming home at the end of the night because I take care of them motherfuckers. So it ain't no need to do that. So everybody can have like this whole kumbaya, like moral stand and all this shit. Nah, fuck that bitch. Double time. Like I don't care. Now I tell it to her face. I tell her mama that. I don't care. Come on, boss lady. Let's
I'm gonna go out
that's the
on.
only subject
What's your
that
name
really
real
that's
quick?
the only
What's your
subject
name
we
real
go
quick?
at.
Hold on. Wait, what's your name real quick? I didn't catch your name.
Keith.
His name's Keith, but
Keith,
it's
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I want you to come back next week for failed relationships and how they affect the kids.
That was 5 years ago. No.
Right, I understand, but
on another one.
Hold on.
Episode that
And
was?
I'm gonna say this in the most respectful way. I just sense a little bit of bitterness there.
It's not bitterness. Because if I could feel the same way about a nigga in the street, she's no exception.
Right, I'm not. Right, I understand that, but to
everybody
say
can get it with me. Everybody can get it with me because that's
understood.
how general and broad I stand on my moral. It's not gonna change for a female or a dude.
Right, but with your dad and all of that, like how when you have a child that lose a parent, that's hurtful. So how you gonna comfort your child? And you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it.
No,
Keith, hold on, no. Let's say engagement for next week.
Yeah, I forgot though, because I was asleep though, because I was editing though. See how that
Right.
all chain effect
Yeah.
come on?
Well,
I
we
think
got to
Keith
tag
gonna
you
come and
because
stand on business about a
yeah,
lot of stuff.
I would like to talk a little bit more about that, Keith. I don't
Bring
want you
it,
wishing
shit.
death on people, parents.
I didn't
We'll
say no
talk about
parents.
that later.
I didn't say no parents. Just her.
Check this out, y'all. Next week.
Wait,
I ain't hang the shit up.
Peebo
Yes.
came on like he had something to say.
No, I ain't had nothing to say. That just got good to me, so
I
I
think
had
he
to
was
join
feeling Keith.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just wanted to come
I
in?
think he was feeling Keith.
and to keep going. I
Keith,
like Keith. We want to put him in the pro basket though.
yeah, we had to send one up for Keith.
Hey, next week, man, failed relationships or whatever y'all heard here first, it came on right here. Like we say, man, 7:45 each and every Wednesday night. Boss lady, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Baby, Keith took me out. Keith took me out of here. See y'all next week.
Well, we'll end it with the man from here that said only daddy he knew was his stepdaddy. Y'all feel me? And until then, we'll see y'all next week, dog. Love y'all. We out.
The only daddy that I know is my stepdaddy, but I ain't